All right, here's a little update on where I'm at. Last week I had a bit of a setback. I was testing the zombieverter VCU and it did something. I think I had the interface settings set to CHAdeMO at one time, and it was engaging the contactors as soon as I set that setting. I was trying to get charging to work. The real problem with my charging was that the two signal lines, the CP/PP lines, were not run from the charging port to the PDM. I since changed or fixed that, used some shielded cable since they're running alongside the AC lines there. That's probably why they didn't do that in the first place. They didn't want the signals getting messed up by the AC lines. But anyway, so these Panasonic contactors got welded shut, and that was a sad day because I thought I was gonna have to spend a lot of money to replace those. But I found some guy on eBay that was selling some pretty nice contactors there that I was able to get and made them fit. Let's see, I think I put in my last posting what they were. It's skipping my mind right now, but anyway, let's see. So let's show you what else is going on. So I've got a bit of wiring that I need to clean up. The big thing that I still need to do is get the wiring for the coolant pump better. Right now I'm just connecting it through alligator clips to get it running. I made the mistake of trying out charging without the coolant running, and the inverter got pretty hot. So what I have here is my on-off switch and potentiometer for throttle, and then start button. And when I turn the potentiometer up to like 3/4, it starts spinning. You can hear it. So that's working pretty good. I had had to deal with some of the potentiometer settings. It's still not real great. I don't know why it requires going up that high for it to actually start spinning. And so the big learning here is if you can avoid it, don't change more than one thing at a time. I changed out the contactors, and I also updated the firmware on the VCU because I didn't want it to weld my contactors again, and was recommended that I give that an update. So I did that, installed the contactors, and of course they didn't work. So I was left to think it was my screw up with the wiring on them or something, but it turns out that the firmware update switched the negative contactor pin out. Instead of out 2, it was assigned to out 1. I was able to fix that in the firmware settings, but I guess the learning there is to save those settings and restore them back instead of just letting the firmware update do the right thing, which it doesn't always, it seems. And the next step is to go ahead and probably install the motor in the skid loader along with the full stack and get it running there. May have to extend the high voltage cable. It's pretty short as it is, but we'll see. We'll see how close I can get the battery in order to test it. I mean, obviously I have to build a battery box that'll fit in the back of the skid loader, but that'll be down the road a little bit. That's about all I got. Thanks.